हरे कृष्ण। गंधरा श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, समवेत भक्तवृंद की जय। जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभा, जय गिरिवराधारी, जय गिरिवराधारी, यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन, यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन, यमुनतीरावनचारि, यमुनतीरावनचारि, जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, जय राधा माधव, राधा माधव, राधा माधव श्री राधे, राधा मदन मोहन, राधा मदन मोहन, राधा मदन मोहन श्री राधे। प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद, जय 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 वामन देव, जय वामन देव, वामन देव जय वामन देव, गुरुदेव गुरुदेव गुरुदेव, जय जय गुरुदेव, नित्य गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, नित्य गौर हरि बोल। श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं, श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते, गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी, वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपस्ताय भूतले श्रीमते कदम्बकानन स्वामी निति नामिने, नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले गुरुदास जयाद्वैत स्वामी निति नामिने, नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने, नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे, निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमाप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः नमो ब्रह्मण्यदेवाय गोब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्दिशाय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांता स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम विष्णु श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु हरे कृष्णा वज्रपति मुरलीदास प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम हरे कृष्णा सुब्बाराव प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग हरे कृष्णा वेनेला माता जी थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग हरे कृष्णा लीलन प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम
हरे कृष्ण
थैंक यू
प्रभु
सो मच
धन्यवाद।
फॉर ज्वाइनिंग थैंक यू सो मच प्रभु जी फॉर द ब्लेसिंग ज्वाइनिंग इन हरे कृष्णा शिरीषा माता जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्णा जयराज प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम हरे कृष्णा माधवी माता जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम।
ब्रह्मरी राधिका माता जी
हरे
धन्यवाद
कृष्णा प्रभु जी
हरे
दंडवत
कृष्णा
प्रणाम।
अम्मा धन्यवाद प्रणाम हरे कृष्णा सरस्वती माता जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम
हरे
फर्स्ट
कृष्ण
ऑफ ऑल धन्यवाद प्रणाम at your all your lotus feet my sashtanga pranams at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and then my sashtanga pranams to Shri Radha Madhav. First of all in front of Vaishnavas like your graces, you know, Lilananda Prabhuji, Subbarao Prabhuji, Vanilla Mataji and all of you. Nowhere I am, you know, I should be speaking, but the Lord is merciful. He chooses a chance even to a person like me. So I'm really grateful for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much. Without any further delay, let us try to spend some time on the most beautiful incarnation of Lord Vamana. Vamana Dev ki jai. Hope you are able to see the right screen where there is Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. You are able to see my screen now, Prabhuji and Mataji? Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. We entered into Canto 8 and we have spent some time. And the last Ekadashi, Lilananda Prabhuji was very nicely, you know, telling us Bali Maharaja. And, he's taking over of the Indra Padavi and all these things. We also have seen the Manus and then the future setting of Manus, how they will rule this world. Starting Gajendra Moksha was there. Then came the Samudra Manthan Leela, where Lord Shiva, you know, saved the world by drinking the poison and getting the name Neelakanta. Right? Milk Ocean has come, and there was a fight for the nectar. Then the Lord took the most munificent form of Mohini Murti, like that, and King Indra annihilating demons, and then avenging him. Bali Maharaja takes over, you know, the Indra Loka also, all Swarga, and he becomes pretty much the uh, king like his ancestor, yeah, Hiranyakashipu. You know, his grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, right? So he continues conquering the heavenly planets and rules them. Then the mother of the Devatas, Atiti, right? Kashyapa Prajapati's other wife, Atiti. Mother Atiti goes through this Payovrata, very strict process, 12 days yagya process, vrata process, you know, very strictly follows that. survives only on milk for 12 days and then bathes the Lord with various does Abhishekam, the Lord, so nicely every day, and then gets the blessing from the Lord, that I will come as your son, like that. Yes, in 17th chapter, we have seen that the Lord agrees, comes in the four-handed Narayana forms and promises that he will come into their family. Then we are in the 18th chapter, where our Praveen Prabhuji was yesterday uh, explaining so nicely, right, about the Lord's coming. And I was reading through again as part of preparation, and what is there in it for us, right? What is there in it for us is like so much happiness. If there is a little bit connection on what we are hearing, and then we want to read with a little bit of consciousness, then it becomes so beautiful, so beautiful. So we just repeat a little bit from, because we don't have any purports today for all the second half of this chapter. It's only translations. There is not much of the purport. uh, Only two verses have purport, so I think we have some time there. So let us do a little recap, right? Shukadeva Goswami is saying here, after Lord Brahma had thus spoken, glorifying the Supreme Lord's activities and prowess, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is never subject to death like an ordinary living being, appeared from the womb of Aditi. His four hands were decorated with a conch shell, club, lotus, and disc. He was dressed in yellow garments, and his eyes appeared like the petals of a blooming lotus. So, Janma Karma Chame Divya. The Lord's birth is uh, so special. Like Pawan Prabhuji recently was explaining to that anchor in that TV channel, right? He was giving a interview recently. In that, he was explaining the Lord comes with Sahara, he comes with the Hara, and all these things. Though these things were not visible for normal people with our material consciousness and material eyes, but the Lord nevertheless took birth like that. Yeah, this second one is so good. The body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, blackish and complex, was free from all inebrities, all malinas, right? His lotus face, decorated with earrings resembling sharks, appeared very beautiful, and his own bosom was the mark of Srivatsa. He wore bangles on his wrists, armlets on his arms, a helmet on his head, a belt on his waist, a sacred thread across his chest, and ankle bells decorating his lotus feet. Like that, and he was taking birth on Shravana Dvadashi. It is Vamana Dvadashi, right? Not Simha Chaturdashi, Radha Ashtami, Rama Navami. Like Vamana Dev has taken appearance on Dvadashi day, Shravana Dvadashi, which is also called as Vijaya Dvadashi. That particular day is celebrated as Vijaya here. Devatas were very happy. All the sages in the world were very happy. And Siddhas, Vidyadharas, Kimpurushas, Kinnaras, Gandharvas were all, pouring the flowers from the lokas and then dancing as the Lord has come. Then, in the presence of his father and mother, he assumed the form of Vamana, a Brahmana dwarf. Vamana literally means, in Sanskrit word, is dwarf. Very small people like that. The Lord has taken. Then it becomes so nice today, so many people gifting the Lord many other things out of love. So there is not much philosophy. It is simply is the Lord has just come, and people becoming so happy and offering Lord various things. That's what we will see today. When the great sages saw the Lord as the Brahmachari dwarf Vamana, they were certainly very pleased. Thus they placed before them Kashyapa Muni, the Prajapati, and performed all the ritualistic ceremonies, such as the birthday ceremony. Text 14. At the sacred thread ceremony of Vamana Deva, the sun god personally uttered Gayatri mantra. Brihaspati offered the sacred thread, and Kashyapa Muni offered a straw belt. 15. Mother Earth gave him a deer skin, and the demigod of the moon, who is the king of the forest, gave him a Brahmadanda, the rod of a brahmachari. His mother Aditi gave him cloth for underwear, and the deity presiding over heavenly kingdom offered him umbrella. We see this beautiful form of Vamana Deva, right? How nicely he wears the umbrella. Yes, this munificent form of the Lord. Looks like the umbrella was given by Chandra, moon. So beautiful form of the Lord. He always carries this umbrella you see here. Hare Krishna. We start from 16th today. Okay, the Lord has got received some gifts there. We will start from next 16th. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Gandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. I beg anyone to read, please. If you want to read Sanskrit, that's okay. If you want to read just translation, also okay. Please. Can anybody wants to start? Okay, then I start. Yes, somebody wants to read. Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Dandat Pranam Prabhuji.
Dandat Pranam Saraswati Mataji, please read.
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, chapter 18, text 16. Kamandalum Veda Garbhaha Kushan Saptarshayo Daduhu Akshamalam Maharaja Saraswati Avyaya Atmanaha.
Haribol, we have Saraswati there in the shloka also, Mataji. What a coincidence. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
O King, Lord Brahma offered a water pot to the inexhaustible Supreme Personality of Godhead. The 7 sages offered him kusha grass, and Mother Saraswati gave him a string of Rudraksha beads. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Is it not so nice, these exchanges? Though the Lord is the owner of all these things, like our Lilananda Prabhuji tells, even though the father is the owner of the house and he is the bread earner, and any money that wife gets, the children get is from father. But nevertheless, when the child goes with a nice ice cream that Papa brings and gives back to Papa, can you please take one from me? This you brought a big box for all of us. Then the father becomes so happy, right? So that kind of exchange we see here. Though the Lord is the owner of all these things, when Devatas offer him all these things, it feels so good for us as well. And they are all teaching us. When the Lord comes in Janmashtami or something, when Lord Ramachandra comes on Ramanavami, this is a very nice thing to exchange. To bring flowers for the Lord, garlands for the Lord, sweets for the Lord, a nice prasadam for the Lord that we already do in the form of Chapana Bhoga, right? But feels so good. Yeah. Saptarishis is offering him Kusha Grasa, probably for his meditation, because he's a brahmachari. And Mother Saraswati is giving him Rudraksha beds, chanting beds, is it? Or maybe for the neck. That's Vamadev have. Rudraksha bed, yes, he had around his neck. And that was given by Mother Saraswati. Can we make this picture bigger? The details are so nice. Vamanadev ki jai. Hare Krishna. Anybody wants to read the next one, please?
Can I try, Prabhu? 617?
Yeah, please.
Hare Krishna. Sma ityupanitaya Viksharat patrikamadhat Ram Bhagavati Saksha Dhuma Danda Vikasatihi Hare Krishna. Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Vamanadev had thus been given the sacred thread, Kuvera, the king of Yakshas, gave him a pot for begging alms. And Mother Bhagavati, the wife of Lord Shiva and most chaste mother of the entire universe, gave him his first alms.
Hari Hari Bol. So nice, na Prabhuji. You want to say anything, Prabhuji?
Prabhu?
You want to say anything?
No, Prabhu. Carry on, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Praveen Prabhuji and Pooja Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, Prabhuji, it simply feels so good to see Lord Vamanadev getting all these gifts. Sacred thread, I think the Chandyam was given by Kuvera, the boss of Yakshas. Gave him pot for begging alms, which is astonishing. Somebody is giving a begging alms pot to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mother Bhagavati gave the first alms. Mata Annapurna Devi is giving the first alms to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This reading of Srimad Bhagavatam is, I was listening to one lecture by His Holiness Swayam Bhagavan Keshava Swami Maharaj. He said we have to read every day, point number 1. And to make this, even I think we have a beautiful verse for that. Let me spend a minute on that. I think that is what Veda base 1.19. He was talking about this verse on how to read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Vayam tu na vitrapyama uttama shloka vikrame yachunvatam rasagnanam swadu pade pade. This verse is talking about this gnana is actually rasagnanam. It is so relishable gnanam. Right? That was the whole point, right? Vyasadeva was not happy even after writing so much of Vedic literature, giving us Upanishads and everything. Then, he sat and sitting upon the Narada Muni's instruction. He sat and sitting Srimad Bhagavatam. Then he started feeling this relishment, right? Narada told Vyasa, you have written everything, but where is the interaction between devotees and their Lord? Where are the loving exchanges? Right? Then Lord Vyasa sat on writing this thing. So Keshava Maharaj tells, that we have to read it every day, which is a instruction from each and every Vaishnava Acharya and our Siksha Gurus, right? We have to read Srila Prabhupada's books every day, at least for some time. Then Keshava Swami tells, His Holiness tells that, it's not just reading every day. It must be, you have to read along with the Sangha, he tells. With that Sangha, it becomes not just getting the knowledge, but also pleasing the Lord. And he puts on one more point, not just do it in Sadhu Sangha, unless you are doing sadhana and seva. We will not be feeling this relishment of reading Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, he was telling. In order to make this gnana, rasa gnana, and find out that we will feel it like the relishment. If you want to get the relishment out of reading the gnana, Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam, we have to follow this process, making the reading habit continuous, and do it in Sangha, under the guidance of devotees or along with in the association of devotees, and then mix it up with sadachara, everyday sadhana, and seva. Then it becomes the rasagnana. Let us see the translation of this beautiful verse. 1.19, if anybody wants to store it in your brain. We never tire of hearing the transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is glorified by the hymns and prayers. Those who have developed a taste for transcendental relationships with him relish hearing of his pastimes at every moment. So for such a soul, these transcendental relationships or relishable, then it becomes rasajnana. Right? Yes. Hare Krishna. Let's take the next verse. Let the Lord get more and more gifts. Anybody wants to read 18, please? 8, 18, 18. So many eights. Looks like auspicious. Okay, then I will take this verse. Srimad Bhagavatam 8.18.18. Sa brahma varchase naivam sabam shambhavito vaduhu brahmarshi gunasanjustam atyarochata marishaha. Having thus been welcomed by everyone, Lord Vamana Deva, the best of the brahmacharis, exhibited his Brahman effulgence. Thus he surpassed in beauty that entire assembly, which was filled with great saintly Brahmanas. Then after probably getting all these gifts and wearing them, the Lord surpassed the beauty. Just imagine, all the devatas are there. Great. It is Kashyapa Prajapati's son, right? Then, his Prajapati. So all his brothers like Daksha Prajapati, all of them must be there at that time. And then just imagine so many sadhus in one place. So there is so much aura and so much effulgence. Mother Bhagavati was there giving him gift. Lord Brahma was there, and he is Vishnu himself. Just imagine the aura. Imagine the effulgence. And when the Lord is decorated, and he surpasses the entire beauty in the assembly. Hare Krishna. Anybody wants to take 19, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandapranam. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Madhavi Mataji.
Srimad Bhagavatam 8.18.19. Samidam mahitam vahim Vitva parijam mudana paristriya samapyachya samirbhim ajuhodvijaha. Translation. After Lord Sri Vamanadeva set a sacrificial fire, he offered worship and performed a fire sacrifice on the sacrificial field. Thank you, Professor.
Hare Krishna. Straight away, fire sacrifice, yajna ceremony has started. Hare Krishna. Anybody wants to read the next one, please? I will read that.
I will read, Prabhuji.
Yes, Brahma Mataji, please go ahead.
Prabhuji, you read sloka, I will read it.
Okay. Shutvashvamedha Ashvamedhair Yajamanam Urjitam Balim Bhrigunam Upakalpitais Tataha Jagama Tatra Kila Sara Sambrito Bhare Ragam Sannamayan Pade Pade. Hare Krishna. Mataji, you got purport. Congratulations.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When the Lord heard that Bali Maharaja was performing Ashwamedha sacrifices under the patronage of Brahmanas belonging to the Bhrigu dynasty, the Supreme Lord, who is full in every respect, proceeded there to show his mercy to Bali Maharaja. By his weight, he pushed down the earth with every step. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Akhila Saras Sambhrata. In other words, he is the proprietor of everything essential in this material world. Thus, although the Lord was going to Bali Maharaja to beg something, he is always complete and has nothing to beg from anyone. In need, he is so powerful that in his full opulence, he pressed down the surface of the earth at every step. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So the Lord got to know there is Ashwamedha Yajna is being performed by Bali Maharaja. Right? And all the Brahmanas belonging to Bhrigu dynasty are there. They are doing that. And it appears they also they also lean towards Rakshasa clan, demon's clan of Hiranyakashipu and Daitya clan, to put it in a better way. Then they were doing this because Bali Maharaja was a wonderful, wonderful devotee. He's one of our Mahajanas. In case of Ajamila, right, when Yamadutas came, and there was a little argument between Vishnu Dutas and Yamadutas. This person told Narayana, no matter what he did his entire life, the person whoever wears a Kantimala or wears a Tilak or says Narayana at the time of end, you don't have permission to touch them, right? So you cannot take them. Then they ask them to go back to your king, Yamaraj, and ask him, it looks like you don't know any Shastra. If you want to ask Yamaraj, then Yamaraj tells them, yes, what they told is correct. There is etiquette in case of Vaishnavas. We have to be extra careful. Mostly we don't have permission to go to them. Then he explains about 12 Mahajans, right? Among them is Lord Shiva is there. Janaka Maharaj is there. Our Parikshit Maharaj is there. Our Shukadeva Goswami is there. And one among them is Bali Maharaja, right? Atmanivedana, complete Sharanagati example. All these Maharajas are there, to give us code, moral code, what to follow when Lord comes, right? Like that, and the Lord is like so powerful with his every step entering that arena, he's pressing the earth down, so like that. He is so powerful that in his full opulence, he pressed down the surface of the earth at every step. Just imagine the Lord coming, who is like a small boy. He's a dwarf incarnation, right? Coming with this kamandalu, water pot, and umbrella, and in full opulence with all the gifts that he has gotten. Just imagine the Lord walking the arena, and with his every step, the earth is going down. Wonderful. The Lord is so wonderful. Hare Krishna. Anybody wants to take 18.21, please?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vendela Mataji Dandava Pranam.
Should I read?
Yes, Mataji, please.
धर्म क्वचित् तत्र न भूत सौहृदं त्यागच क्वचित् तत्र न मुक्ति कारणं वीर्यन पुंसोस्तगवेग निष्कृतं न हि द्वितीयो गुणसंगवर्जितः. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Someone may possess full knowledge of religion but still not to be kind to all living entities. In someone, when human or demigod, there may be renunciation, but that is not the cause of liberation. Someone may
Mataji,
possess great
21,
power.
na?
Yes, bro.
8.18.21, Mataji.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Yeah, I think we missed one. That's okay, Mataji, please. 21, can you go to? You want to read again, Mataji? 21? 8.18.21, Vendela Mataji.
Yes, bro.
Yes, Amma, please.
Tam narmadaya sata uttare bale yarutvijaster bhrugukaccha samnyake प्रवर्तयन्तो भृगवा क्रतुत्तमं व्यचक्षतारात् उदितं यथा रविं. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. While engaged in performing the sacrifice in the field known as Bhrugakacha on the northern bank of river Narmada, the Brahmanical priests, the descendants of Bhrigu, saw Vamanadeva to be like sun rising nearby. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes. The field also has a name. In the field known as Bhrigu Kacha. Looks like Bhrigus area on the northern bank of Narmada River. Brahmanical priests, the descendants of Bhrigu, saw Vamanadeva to be like sun rising nearby. All the Brahmanas looking at him, just imagine the scenery when the Lord walks to that arena, right? Northern side of Narmada River, where does that come? Brubhukacha. Do we have such a place? Bharuch. Today it is called Bharuch, located in Gujarat. It looks like it happened in Gujarat. Here. Yeah, that's where the Vamana Leela happened. Brubhukacha. Hare Krishna. Anybody wants to read 8.18.22, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Satyadev Prabhuji, Shivali Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam.
Dhanavad Pranam Prabhuji. Yeah,
Please,
sloka. Sloka number 22. He Rutvijo Yajamanaha Sadasya Hatatvit Sho Vamana Tejasanrupa Suryaha Kilayatyuta Vibhavasuhu Sanaskrut Sanatkrumaro Tidrukshaya Krutaha. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. O King, because of Vaman Deva's bright effulgence, the priests, along with the Bali Maharaj and all the members of the assembly, were robbed of their splendor. Thus, they began to ask one another whether the sun god himself, Sanat Kumara, or the fire god had personally come to see the sacrifice ceremony. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. There is one interesting fact here, Prabhuji. Because of his effulgence, there are already so many sages doing the sacrificial ceremony, yagna. And when the Lord enters that thing, it looks like, it felt like, Krishna tells, right, in Bhagavad Gita that he can be compared with the thousands of signs, tens of thousands of suns at a time. His splendor can be compared, just compared, not equal. So that effulgent the Lord is. And then were robbed of their splendor. So when the Lord comes, though the sages, there must be having so much aura, but when the Lord enters, they feel like they were robbed of their splendor, right? Then they were talking to themselves. Did sun god himself came, and then it is interesting that the four Kumaras are also in similar right in looking that they have got Brahma while got an order from the Lord to create the universe. First created four Kumaras, right? Sanaka, Sanatana, Sananda, Sanat Kumara. These four Kumaras he has created, and then they have said to the father, "Father, no, we want a boon from you. You never want to get into the anxieties of the material world. So please bless us. We always remain 4 years old, and we go throughout the world, and then we spread the knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam. You please give us this thing." And then they were became like one of the greatest sages we ever had, right? And it looks like also they were the first conductors of Bhagavata Sapta. They conducted in such a way that all devatas became so pleased with them. So it is interesting that there is a comparison between Sanat Kumara and Vamana Deva, because probably they look same. Four Kumaras are also look like small children, and Lord Vamana Deva also looks like in dwarf incarnation, looks like a boy. It is just my imagination. He looks like that. Then, or they were thinking that, the fire god Agni himself came to the sacrificial ceremony. Anybody wants to take next verse, please? 8:18:23. Okay.
Hare
I will.
Prabhuji,
Yes,
I
Amma.
will.
Yes,
Yes.
Mataji, please. Shivali Mataji, please read.
23. Ittam ittam sa shishyeshu pruhusvane kada vitarkyamano bhagavan savamanah Chatram sadandam sajalam kamandalum vivesha bhibradhyamedavatam. Translation: While the priests of the Bruhu dynasty and their disciple talked and argued in various ways, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vamanadeva, holding in his hands the rod, the umbrella, and a water pot full of water, entered the arena of the Ashwamedha sacrifice. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Yes. Then people were talking, who is this personality? You know, so splendorous, so wonderful, so magnanimous. Who is this personality? They were talking to themselves. Yeah, and the Lord Vamanadeva came in his full effulgence and with all his, kamandalu, water pot, and the brahmachari danda, and entered the arena of the Ashwamedha sacrifice, like we see in this picture. Came with his kamandalu. This is the danda, and then his umbrella given by moon god. All glories to the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavi Matajis who made these paintings. You see how beautiful the Lord is in this picture. So amazing. We talked about four Kumaras. They also look something similar. Is it not? Yeah, like this. Yeah, this is our painting, I think, from ISKCON. Yeah, they look like that. Pretty similar to Vamanadeva. But I think four Kumaras don't also wear the deer skin like Vamanadeva. Hare Krishna. Somebody wants to take the long verses, please? Hare Krishna. Then that's my turn. Srimad Bhagavatam 8.18.24 to 25. Maujya me kalaya vitam upavita jinotaram jatilam vamanam vipram maya manavakam harim pravishtam vaksha brugavaha sashishyaste sahagnibihi pratyagranam samuthaya sanksiptas tasya tejasa.
Can I read translation, Prabhuji?
Yes, Amma, please go ahead.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Appearing as a Brahmana boy, wearing a belt of straw, a sacred thread, an upper garment of deer skin, and matted locks of hair, Lord Vamanadeva entered the arena of sacrifice. His brilliant effulgence diminished the brilliance of all the priests and their disciples, who thus stood from their seats and welcomed the Lord properly by offering obeisances. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Wearing a belt of straw and a sacred thread. It's mostly about these gifts given by, various devatas, right? Entered the arena of sacrifice. His brilliant effulgence diminished the brilliance of all the priests and disciples, same as last paragraph. Yes, everybody stunned to see the Lord and stood up and welcomed the Lord probably by offering obeisances and pranams. Hare Krishna. 26, anyone? Hare Krishna, I will take it then. Yajamanaha.
You read the sloka, Prabhuji, I will read translation and purport.
Yes. If somebody wants to read, please interrupt.
Okay.
Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji, please read.
Yeah. Yajamanaha pramudito darshaneyam manoramam रूपानुरूपवयं तस्मा आसनमः माहरत् Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Bali Maharaj, jubilant at seeing Lord Vamanadeva, whose beautiful limbs contributed equally to the beauty of his entire body, offered him a seat with great satisfaction. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Yes. So thanks to our Prabhujis, Balgovinda Prabhuji, Lilananda Prabhuji, for teaching us these things. When a Vaishnava comes, we also follow a little bit of this etiquette. Standing on the both sides, giving the flower petals when a Maharaja comes. So yes, Bali Maharaja, being our Mahajana, is teaching us how to receive the Lord and devotees. Offering a seat with a great satisfaction. Offering a seat is one thing, but with great satisfaction, so much happiness inside, contentment inside. And I think that will definitely comforts the guest. We see this feeling in our senior Vaishnavas. When our Maharajas came, this Pracharak Maharaj came in last time, whenever our His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhu comes, Radhesham Prabhu comes, especially when we Gachibowli devotees receive them with this satisfaction, with happiness inside, we definitely see some, satisfaction in them also, right? So the Bhagavatam is teaching. Hare Krishna. 27, anyone?
Yes, Prabhuji, can I read?
Yes, Manasa Mataji, please. Thank you so much for joining. Dhanapam Mataji.
Hare Krishna. स्वागतेनाभिनध्याय पादौ भगवतो बलिः अवनिज्यार्चयामासा मुक्तसाङ्गमनोरमम्. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
You want to read translation also, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Amma, please go ahead.
Thus, offering a proper reception to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is always beautiful to the liberated souls, Bali Maharaja worshipped him by washing his lotus feet.
Yes, one more etiquette we also see in our satsang. Hare Krishna. And one more wonderful thing is here, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is always beautiful to the liberated souls. So for sadhus, the Lord probably looks even more beautiful because they have Jnana Chakshu, right? Because they have Tattva Chakshu. Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya. Upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshina. They can see the tattva as it is, right? Probably they see the Lord more beautifully. So Bali Maharaja probably is seeing the Lord with that jnana tattva chakshu, with all his, sadhana and sadachara. Bali Maharaja worshipped him by washing his lotus feet. Hare Krishna. Anyone? 28? Big shloka? Somebody wants to take?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can I read the shloka, Prabhuji? Or anybody else?
Yes, Mataji, you please read this one. Satyadev Prabhuji, can you take the next one, please?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, okay, Prabhuji, no problem.
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
तत्पादशौचं जनकल्मषापहं सधर्म दधात् सुमङ्गलम् देवदेवो गिरिशश्चन्द्रमौलिर्दाधारमूर्ध्ना पराय च भक्त्या. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. You want to read the translation purport also, please?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Amma, go ahead.
Translation: Lord Shiva, the best of demigods, who carries on his forehead the emblem of the moon, receives on his head with great devotion the Ganges water emanating from the toe of Vishnu, Being aware of religious principle, Bali Maharaja knew this. Consequently, following in the footsteps of the Lord Shiva, he also placed on his head the water that had washed the Lord's lotus feet. Purport. Lord Shiva is known as Gangadhara, or one who carries the water of the Ganges on his head. On Lord Shiva's forehead is the emblem of the half moon, yet to give supreme respect to the supreme personality of Godhead. Lord Shiva placed the water of Ganges above his emblem. This example should be followed by everyone, or at least by every devotee, because Lord Shiva is the one of the Mahajanas. Similarly, Maharaja Bali also later became a Mahajana. One Mahajana follows another Mahajana, and by following the Parampara system of Mahajana activities, one can become advanced in spiritual consciousness. The water of the Ganges is sanctified because it emanates from the toe of the Lord Vishnu. Bali Maharaja washed the lotus feet of Vamana Deva, and the water with which he did so became equal to the Ganges. Bali Maharaja, who perfectly knew all religious principle, therefore took that water on his head, following in the footsteps of Lord Shiva. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, both Mahajanas giving us the instructions and information here, Mataji, how to receive the Lord, you know, and the Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu. He is declaring outright, right? Ganga, Mother Ganga, comes from the spiritual world to this world by Bhagirata Prayatna, from the toe of the Lord, right? Then the water coming from the Lord's feet is, Lord Shiva is accepting directly on his head. So he's straight away declaring that he is not just Vaishnava, but gets the first water coming from the feet of the Lord on his head there. And then Bali Maharaja is following the parampara that wash the feet of the Lord first and then put that water on his head. Bali Maharaja being, epitome of following all the religious etiquettes and principles, following that, and hence teaching us what to be done. And Keshav Maharaja, in yesterday's class was interestingly explaining Ganga is coming in three ways from spiritual world to this world. This way is from the lotus feet of the Lord, it is coming. And Ganga is also coming in the form of Srimad Bhagavad Gita from the mouth of the Lord. There is one sloka in this Gita Mahatma. Mala nirmochanam pumsam jalasnanam dine dine Shakrit Gita Mrita Snanam Samsara Malanashanam. In order to clean the impurities on our body, what we do every day? We do Jalasnanam Dine Dine. Daily we take shower with water, right? Jalasnanam. But there is so much mala, so much of impurity, so much of dirt accumulating on our material lives, on top of our souls, right? And how to take snana so that it will be cleaned? Then there is one more Ganga, Jnana Ganga, called Bhagavad Gita. Shakrit Gita Amrita Snanam, Jalasnanam, Samsara Malanashanam. That will kill the Samsara Mala. Like that he tells. And there is the same Ganga comes from spiritual world in one more form. Can anyone guess? The third form of Ganga coming from spiritual world to the material world. Anyone want to give a wild guess? Keshav Maharaj tells that, the same Ganga comes when Krishna is in complete separation of Radharani, and the same Ganga comes in the form of tears of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Sri Gauranitai ki jai. The same Ganga flows in the form of tears of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And yes, we have to relish the Ganga in three forms. and see if we can contribute in some way to the Sankirtan Udyama of that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Right? Yes, Mahajanas are showing the way here forward. Hare Krishna. Satyadev Prabhuji, please take the next one.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavan. Sri Baliruvacha Swagatam te namastubhyam Brahman kim karuvamate Brahmaninam tapasakshat Anmanyeta tvarya papurdharam. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bali Maharaj then said to Lord Vamandeva, O Brahmana, I offer you my hearty welcome and my respectful obeisances. Please let us know what we may do for you. We think you are the personified austerity of the great Brahmana sages. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, looks like he has washed his feet and taken the water on his head. Then he was faithfully asking the questions. You know, I offer you my hearty welcome and my respectful obeisances. Please let us know what we may do for you. You know, we think of you as a personified austerity of the great Brahmana sages. Yes. The greatest abharana of Brahmana sages is the alankara from a Brahmana sage or a practicing devotee is his austerity. You know, some tapasya. Hare Krishna. His grace and our Narahari Prabhu tells, you know, the enjoyment is not the thing for this body. You know, the goal we came, rebelled from Krishna and came to material world is that one. But what gives us solace is not the enjoyment. The person who is doing enjoyment with sense gratification and in material world with various means is actually not enjoying. The wonderful secret is here. But the person who is doing the austerity, who is doing the tapasya is actually enjoying. You know, so the person who is missing the material comforts for this body and giving a little tough time to body and mind in the service of the Lord is actually more happier. We see amazing Vaishnavas all over us, right? Around us. Those who do austerity are always more glorious. Those who give out sacrifice, their bodily comforts, sleep, are more glorious. So Bali Maharaja, even in his praise, you know, is uttering that word. We think of you as the personified austerity of the great Brahmana sages. And I had very good fortune to pick up Radhesham Prabhuji like about 7-8 years ago. And I picked him around 2 a.m. I think, 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. I picked him in Bolaram railway station. Then I had to drive him to high-tech city. He briefly took any rest, you know. Then already there was a voice program, Mangalarti program, which was planned at 4:30 a.m. And I probably didn't sleep that night because if I slept, it's not possible sleeping at 3 a.m. and then wake up at 4:30 a.m. like that. You know, I just decided not to sleep and took Prabhuji to the program 4:30 a.m. Then there were some other devotees taking care of his travel in daytime. I think we had a program in Medchand at that time in this Krishna Balaram temple there. Now we had that program. It was hectic full day, back-to-back programs and his lecture and all these things. Then we had one more program near this Malaysian township in the evening. Prabhuji went there also. And then I think we also had him briefly for 1 hour in our Bhakti center on that day. And then I had a fortune after this program to drive him. And it was about 11:30 in the night. Then Prabhuji allowed me to speak, you know. So we were talking about things. And then I asked, Prabhuji, you came at 3:30 a.m. in the morning. And now it is like 12 already, 12 or 1. And I'm 100% that you will wake up for Mangalarti at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. And where do you get this energy from? I asked Prabhuji like this. Prabhuji, how does your body support? You know, we die to chant our 16 rounds sitting in one place, or follow simple rules, but it looks like your body doesn't even have rest. I don't know if there is proper sleep for you or not, but how can you continue it in long time? It looks like you do this all the time. Then he said one wonderful thing, Prabhu, uh, meeting devotees, talking to them, and sharing this wisdom with them is my eating, is my sleeping, is my resting. I was stunned by this. So for them, I think the Lord gives special ability, to extend themselves. Similar case with Swami Bhagavan Keshav Swami Maharaj. When he visited Mumbai, he visited only for 2-3 days. Then when he wake up and when he slept, I had fortune to go with him around there also. And then when do they sleep? And despite all of them and the gnana they share with us, every class is unique. Every class they recite different shlokas, and where it all comes from. Wonderful, wonderful devotees of the Lord. And His Grace Balagovinda Prabhuji puts it in this way, that how fortunate are we, struggling sadhakas like me, even how fortunate are we? He asked a question in Vaishnava Seva Kunj when we went there, who is the most fortunate person in this world? And he answered, he put this question forward and answered himself, and our Lilananda Prabhuji answered, I think, in a very simple term, that is a ISKCON devotee, who is the most fortunate soul on this earth. Yes, there is a responsibility on us being connected to this parampara, right? And austerity is what makes people beautiful. Austerity is what drives away the dryness in our spiritual lives. The sadhu sangha, giving up of small comforts for the pleasure of the Lord is what really gives us the relishment. Looks like Hare Krishna. Anybody wants to take verse 30, please?
Yes, Prabhuji, can I?
Yes, Amma, please. Kamya Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Adhyanaha pitarasthripta, adhyanaha pavitam kulam, adyasvitaha kratur ayam, yadbhavan agato grahan. Translation by His Divine Grace, Aisa Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O my Lord, because you have kindly arrived at our home, all my forefathers are satisfied. Our family and entire dynasty have been sanctified, and the sacrifice we are performing is now complete because of your presence. Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari Bol. Can we see the Prahlad Maharaja's, how you call, hairs? Do we see some habits of Prahlad Maharaj being reflected here? Certainly, yes, right? And it is also said when a person becomes a devotee like Prahlad Maharaj, he says, my Lord, I have no desire to ask from you. Narsingadev insists, Prahlad, please ask something. I came for you in this form, only for you. Then you please ask something. My dear Lord, you have given me your darshan. You have taken me onto your lap. What more is there for me to ask? But if you insist on giving me something, my father has done so many mistakes. You please forgive him. Right? He asked like this. Then Narsingadev tells, I'm probably mistaking with 7 or 21 generations. Lilananda Prabhuji told long time ago. But 21 generations above and 21 generations below is liberated because of, your lifestyle, because of your surrenderance to the Lord. So when a devotee really surrenders to the Lord, he doesn't just liberate himself, but liberate many, many, many souls in your dynasties. And then if you count that 21 generations above and down from Prahlad Maharaj, he is probably liberating even Brahma. He's probably liberating even, many sadhus after that. So we certainly see those qualities in Bali Maharaja. And it is also interesting, right? That looks like Vamana Deva is the uncle of Bali Maharaja. Kashyapa Prajapati and mother Aditi is giving birth to the Devatas clan. Kashyapa Prajapati and mother Diti is giving the birth to Hiranyaksha Hiranyakashipu, the Daitya clan. So it looks like they are also relatives, close relatives. So Bali Maharaja is where it is coming from. Kashyapa Prajapati, Brahma to Marichi, Marichi to Kashyapa Prajapati, Kashyapa Prajapati to Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyakashipu to Prahlad Maharaja, Prahlad Maharaja's son Virochana, I think, Bali Maharaja's father, Virochana, and then Bali Maharaja. So if we go from this side, Kashyapa Prajapati, directly having Vamana Deva as his son. So looks like his uncle in some way, in cousins clan. Looks like they are relatives, Bali Maharaja and Vamana Deva. Yes, Saraswati Mataji, you have a comment or something? I see you unmuted.
Prabhuji, is Prahlad Maharaj is a grandfather of Bali Maharaj, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Grandfather of Bali Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj has a son called Virochana, and Virochana's son is Bali Maharaja. Yes. Anybody wants to take 31, please? Yes, Prabhuji, please. Subhara Prabhuji.
Agyagnayo me subhata yadha vidhi Vijatmaja tvacharanay Hatom haso vadhriyam cha bhura
Looks like we are missing your
Vaistavaha. Can you hear me, Prabhu, or no?
Here, Prabhuji, sometimes it is breaking, I think. Now it is better.
Sorry, Prabhu, maybe I was little far.
No problem, please.
Adyagnayo me suhata yadha vidhi Vijatmaja tvacharana naijanaihi Hatam saho vadviriyam cha bhuraho Tata punita tanudi advaha. Hare Krishna. Translation. Srila Prabhupada.
Jai.
Okay, the fire of sacrifice is ablaze according to the injunction of the Shastra. And I have been freed from all the sinful reactions of my life by the water that has washed your lotus feet. O my Lord, touch of your small lotus feet, the entire surface of the world has been sanctified. Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare Bol. Hare Krishna. Power of a sadhu's lotus feet. And now we know what to do when we do the Abhishekam to the Lord with that water, Yeah, sanctify the entire earth with his small lotus feet. Hare Krishna. 32, last verse of the chapter. Anybody wants to take, please?
Shall I read?
Prabhuji? If nobody takes, I can.
Shall I read?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji, please take.
You want us to read sloka also, right? Okay. Yadyat vato vanchasi tat pratichame tvamartinam viprasuta nutarkaye gam kanchanam gunavardhanamrishtam dada tatanna peyamutava Viprakanya grama samruddha turgan gajanva rudam sada tatatam sampraticha.
Interesting, Prabhuji. We have So many lines in one verse. Six lines.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Yes,
Hare.
Prabhuji, please.
Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. O son of Brahmana, it appears that you have come here to ask me something. Therefore, whatever you want, you may take from me. O best of those who are worshipable, you may take from me a cow, gold, or furnished house, palatable food, and a drink. The daughter of Brahmana for your wife, prosperous villages, horses, elephants, chariots, or whatever you desire. Purport. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the English canto, 8th canto, 18th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Lord Vamanadeva, the Dwarf of Incarnation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We see this from the kings, the religious kings that we had, similar case with Lord Ramachandra when his wife Simantam, mother Sita Simantam ceremony happens. It so happens that only in many Yugantaras it happens once that many sages in that place, one place, right? And then he gives a similar promise to the sages, I would like to offer to the extent that you take this entire kingdom that I have gotten, I put it at your lotus feet. That is the way they receive sadhus, these kings, and then the sages there pleased with Lord Ramachandra's all these things. And thank you so much for even giving your entire kingdom. Only King Ramachandra can do that. No one else can do that. Karuna Pradhan, then we give it the entire kingdom back in the form of prasadam to you. You please accept it and rule it. And a similar way, we do one more example here of Atma Nivedana. There we see the Lord, and here we see the devotee. What do you want? A cow, gold, or a wonderful wife, or food and drink, and have a fully furnished 4 BHK house. What do you want? Bali Maharaja is asking, do you want prosperous villages, horses, elephants, chariots, or whatever you desire? You please ask. And at this point, he doesn't know that he's in a way cheated by the Lord a little bit. I think that's time, 8:15 already. And next we see the beautiful pastime of Lord blessing Bali Maharaja, putting his lotus feet on his head and then sending him to Sutala Loka. And it is so astonishing Loka, this Sutala Loka, though it is down to earth, it is in the below section of earth, it is a heavenly kingdom. It is sometimes explained is better than Indra Loka, better than Swarga Lokas, And how munificent and merciful the Lord can become. And he is becoming the doorkeeper of Bali Maharaja's kingdom there. In form of, he has a name there, Vikramarka. No, not Vikramarka. The Lord has a name. He has become the doorkeeper of that Sutala Loka. As we are speaking, Bali Maharaja is ruling that Loka even now. Sutala Loka. Atala, Vitala, Sutala. Fourth from earth, right? Atala, Vitala, Sutala Loka. Yes. With that, maybe we can close with 1 or 2 comments or questions. If I spoke something wrong, please try to correct me. Kindly give 1 or 2 comments so that, or if you have any question, we can ask Subbarao Prabhuji or Lilananda Prabhuji to clarify. Anybody has any questions or comments, please, Prabhujis and Matajis? If not, we can close the call. Thank you so much for giving opportunity. Thank you so much for letting me speak, Lilananda Prabhuji. Then I'll pronounce it.
As on short notice, actually. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prabhujis and Matajis. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha krupa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Dhanavad Dhanara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. His
Jai.
divine grace Gracie Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki
అడగదు
jai.
కదా.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji and Mataji, have a wonderful Sunday. Meet you all in the satsang.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Jairaj Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for a wonderful class. Hare Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavad
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna. Hare Krishna Kame Mata Dandavad Pranam.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ వన్ చిన్న స్మాల్ మీరు మొన్న ఒక్కసారి చిన్న విషయము మీరు
Yes, ma'am.
ఒక 2 క్లాసెస్ కింద ఐ థింక్ అదే ఐ డోంట్ నో 2-3 మంత్స్ కింద అనుకుంటా ప్రహ్లాద్ మహారాజ్‌ది మీరు చెప్తూ ఆయన ఒక యోగి దగ్గరికి వెళ్లారు. ఒక బ్రాహ్మణుడి దగ్గరికి వెళ్లారు. ఆయన దగ్గర ఉపదేశం తీసుకున్నారు. ఆయన పేరు చెప్తానన్నారు మీరు లాస్ట్ టైమ్ ఒకసారి.
Hare Krishna.
తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్‌లో చెప్తాన్నారు. ఎవరి దగ్గరికి వెళ్లారు ఆయన? ఎక్కడి నుంచి తీసుకున్నారు ఉపదేశం అని?
Prahlad Maharaj took Upadesham from who?
యాహ్!
Narada
ఉపదేశం
Muni kada Mataji?
ఆహా! కాదు ప్రభు. ఆయన మీరు 7th క్యాంటో చెప్తున్నప్పుడు మొత్తం అన్నీ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత లాస్ట్‌లో వెళ్తారాయన. ప ఒకళ్ళని కలుస్తారు. ఒక అడవిలో ఎవరో ఒక యోగి లేదా బ్రాహ్మణుడు అని దాంట్లో ఇచ్చారనమాట. సేజ్ అని రాసారు యాక్చువల్‌గా ఇంగ్లీష్‌లో.
Okay.
యాహ్! మీరు వాళ్ళని ఆయన ఎవరు అని ప్రత్యేకంగా అడిగారప్పుడు. తర్వాత క్లాస్‌లో చెప్తా అన్నారు. ఆయన
కనుక్కోవాలి మాతాజీ, గుర్తులేదు, తెలియదు అనుకుంటా నాకు కూడా. కనుక్కోవాలి. లెట్స్ ట్రై మాతాజీ. ఐఎమ్ ట్రైయింగ్ టు టైప్ ఇట్, టేక్ ఇట్ ఇన్ మై నోట్స్.
సారీ టు బాదర్ యూ ప్రభు.
No, Amma. Please. That's what is interesting part of our classes. Trying to find out something that we don't know.
Thank you for the wonderful class, Prabhu. Bali Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the blessings, everyone. Hare Krishna. See you all next time. Dandavad Pranam.